Another bloody 4th of July weekend in Chicago. 55 people shot, 10 people killed, and Mayor Rahm Emanuel is asking, where are the gun laws? The police superintendent stands in front of a table filled with confiscated guns and tells the media he's sickened and saddened, and talks about one of the victims, a 7-year-old boy killed by a bullet that was meant for his father, who's a ranking gang member arrested 45 times. I was in Chicago 2 years ago. The headline, exactly the same. A 6-month-old girl killed by a bullet meant for her father, who had ties to local gangs. So how is another gun law going to change that? I talk with gang members who laugh at the gun laws, but tell me tougher sentencing would definitely help stop the violence.
The city has become a national poster child for urban crime.
The gangs, they don't fear the police. They can't put them in jail, so if they got the chance to kill them, why not?
They know how to play system.
Nobody's afraid of it. The only thing they're afraid of is dying. That's why they carry their guns.
It was basically like survival. Either you get caught with it, or you get caught without it.
I grew up in a rough neighborhood, so this all I knew was the streets.
You're gonna get those two options, jail or death.
What's going on in Chicago is urban terrorism, is what I've often equivocated to urban genocide. There's such a high disregard for life. I've had young guys tell me, I don't care what you do, I'm gonna be dead by 21. And you're talking about a guy that's 15.
I thought it was fun. It was just like my adrenaline was just pumping, but I never really thought about the consequences. I was able to do things that I would never been able to do if I wasn't in the game.
You have no idea how bad it is. It's like going to the forbidden planet. You go to some neighborhoods, especially in the South Side, where there is no police control, and they run wild.
But while politicians continue to push for tougher gun laws, more innocent lives are lost on the streets of Chicago. As you see right behind me, these balloons mark the spot where a 6-month-old baby girl was shot in broad daylight with bullets the police suspect were meant for her father, who has ties to local gangs.
You don't need any new laws. You don't need no gun registration laws. How about the laws in the books? I mean, the law's there. Enforce it.
Are the gang members laughing?
Yes, they're laughing. I laugh about it myself, because I say, why? They don't care. The tougher gun law is not going to do anything.
Really, it really do make me laugh, because people on the streets, we get guns easily. You know, they come and go like a dime a dozen.
The first gun I ever bought was a .380.
Where'd you get it?
I bought it from a guy off the streets.
People who hop on freight trains, they hear about a load full of guns going somewhere, so they find out what cart it is and they hit it, and they got crates of guns.
How cheap is a gun?
It's way better than the store prices. A .25 or a .22 caliber, anything, it'd probably be up to maybe $75 to $100. Anything bigger, the price is gonna rise. Unless they have a body, which is a murder on a gun, they're just trying to get rid of it.
06 Adam Unit, 400 block of South Yates for the person with the gun. Says the gun is in a holster on the side. 06 Adam will roll over.
I've made many arrests in my career, and I would grab the bad guy and, hey, where'd you get the gun? Officer, I can make a phone call in 20 minutes. I got any gun I want. So what is a gun law? Does it mean nothing to him?
Talk about gun control. How about some court control?
Do you know where Chicago ranks in terms of enforcement of the federal gun laws? Out of 90 jurisdictions in the country, they rank 90th.
Look at the arrest and prosecution, particularly in Chicago. You'll find that most of the people arrested for weapons, this is not the first time, not even second time. We look at homicides, you'll find that these guys have been arrested more than 2 or 3 times.
We've made, I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of unlawful use of weapon arrests. So what happens when you go to court? No probable cause. Now, wait a minute. This guy's got a 7-page sheet. He's been arrested, probably spent half his time in jail. He comes out, he's back on the street, and he's got a gun. He's ready to do business. So you arrest him again. You go to court, no probable cause. Now, this probation, extensive probation, it's nonsense.
Is tougher sentencing gonna make it better?
I think it would, because if they was telling like you're gonna get 5 years flat, boom, there is no I'm getting out on parole or probation or anything. You know what? I'm not gonna want to get caught with no gun because I don't want to take 5 years out of my life.
We're here today to talk about the fact that we need mandatory minimum sentences in the state of Illinois.
Pushing tougher sentences. So is he making an acknowledgement there's a problem with prosecution? I would say so. Let the police officers do their job. Back them up. Have true prosecution.
The word means nothing. You got to do it. You got to lock them up, and they stay locked up. Why is it so complicated?
Yeah, the system is very backwards. It's very backwards. It's twisted in all type of ways. Why would you make it harder for a righteous person when they're just trying to probably protect their family? They're trying to protect their household.
I think it's an absolute abomination. I think it's an infringement on my right, not your decision. And there's a difference between decisions and rights.
It's disgusting. I was proud to be a Chicagoan, and now it's like you can see it crumbling. It's terrible, and I see no hope for it. I don't see anything getting better. It's just dying.